alignment is the moment where you're moving into possibility. You're moving into the moment of pure potentiality. So when we look at this from a place of, well, if I'm not seeing the alignment, it obviously doesn't exist for me. But the reality is the law of polarity states that you're either in alignment or you're misaligned, wanting to be in alignment. So it's kind of like, it's funny because it's almost like alignment is kind of like a GPS system where when you're out of alignment, your mind is literally trying to reroute back into alignment. But instead, what we see it as is resistance. So what we see as something that is actually more negative or lower vibrational is actually us being in a faulty GPS that's saying, but I need to reroute, I need to reroute, I need to reroute, I need to reroute, rerouting. And so it's just like driving in a car when you're suddenly off the road and off the path. When you're off the path, you're still on the path. You're still driving the car. You're still on the highway. However, you took a wrong turn. You took a few detours. You took the wrong way. And so our alignment GPS is going, actually, rerouting. You need to be back in alignment. So naturally, when we're in that space of misalignment, we will feel that in our bodies. We will feel it through the mind-body connection. And inevitably, we will feel it as discomfort, as resistance, as negative emotions, as anger, as frustration, as struggle, as drama, as justification of our pain. We will feel it in a sense of friction in our bodies because we are disconnected from soul. We are disconnected from higher truth. And when we're in a place of being disconnected from higher truth, it's very difficult to listen to our alignment because we're saying the opposite. We're saying I'm actually in a state of the problem. I'm trying to find the solution. I'm trying to reroute to the solution, but inevitably I'm justifying the problem. I'm making the problem bigger in my mind. And when we do this on a consistent basis, it literally is like this conversation where you are making the problem so much bigger in your mind that you have kind of blacked out the alignment. So it's kind of like you've put blinders on and cannot see your own alignment. And so over the years, and I think this is like really powerful to understand, is, you know, we have these concepts of like dimensions, 3D, 4D, 5D, and 6D, 11D. And when we look at it like in terms of dimensions, it's about seeing that we're in a limited perception, a questioning perception where we're like in like a curiosity, in a moment of like pure curiosity, moving out of that perception, or we're moving back into higher truth, which is 5D consciousness. And I've talked a little bit about this in the blog, but the main thing that I'm getting here is when we're in a problem-based energy, it feels really real and it feels super chaotic because our energy is in so much evidence towards seeing the problem as the only reality. So it's easy in a slippery slope to distinguish this or not distinguish this between knowing that society is saying all this stuff and you're using that external influence in your current experiences as the evidence. But the reality is you still have higher consciousness within you. You still have universal truth within you. You still have universal truth applying every second of every day, regardless of what is going on around you, because it is a perception of reality. And so what does this have to do with alignment? Well, everything, because it shows you that the easiest way to get back into alignment is to change your perception. It's to understand that the problem may feel huge and scary and huge and ginormous in your mind right now because you're giving it so much weight, so much power, so much just energy. And then the reality is yeah, that's true, but you always have the ability to move through. You always have the ability to be on the other side. And you always have the ability to take on new perceptions of reality because you have higher truth within you, because you are literally connected to the quantum reality. So we think that our conditioning is the only way. And when we only are operating from the ego, or we're only operating from a state of misalignment, it feels like this constant game of trying to reroute to alignment, and then we fall back through and go back to misalignment. So it's like we're playing this game of like ping pong, where we're going to misalignment and then alignment, misalignment, then alignment, and then we wonder why we feel so trapped in the struggle, or frantically searching or chasing something. And it's because there's this huge moment where you have to realize that you have to be in the solution-based energy. You have to be listening to your alignment. All right, I love you guys. Have a good day.